Blobz, I'm sorry, I'm behind. Behind on every possible thing. Although, it's funny, if you look at my to-do list and you ignore all the things I'm behind on, which is every single thing, first thing today says testing for Blobz. I don't even move that. Ignore the fact that I'm behind on all of these things. But that's fine. I hope there's not anything secret in there. It's not that secret. Okay, anyway, behind on every possible thing, but we're gonna do this puzzle. So let's do this. I hope it goes smoothly because I let it go. Wow, look, the flux capacitor. It's not really a flux capacitor, but I kind of like it. Looks like you're time traveling back there. Okay, so what are we doing here? We are doing the following things. Normal Sudoku rules. Clues outside the grid indicate the digit which has to be placed in the nth cell in the corresponding direction, where n is the digit placed in the first cell in that direction. So whatever we put in here has to appear. No, not right, sorry. Indicate the digit. This is the digit. These are the digits we have to place somewhere, and these are the places we have to place them. Nth, and the nth is in here. Digits in cells containing a chevron are larger than the digit indicated in adjacent. Colors cosmetic. Okay. Gigawatts, I mean gigawatts. Oh goodness, how do we do this puzzle? So these sequences of larger digits, we have places where we have to like think about ones, for example, like this one can't go in any of these places because one is bigger than nothing. So one could be, as far as like what one could be, could one be the one-th? No, because this is bigger than this. Could it be the two-th? I'm gonna wrap my head around these rules. Where can one actually go? In here. One can't go here because it's not bigger than anything. It can't go here or here or here or here because it's not bigger than anything. It can't go here because it's not bigger than anything. So are we saying that this digit can only be 3, 8, or 9? Is that right? That this digit can only be 3, 8, or 9? And that's also true here? No, because it's the nth. So the places 1 cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here, nor here, nor here, nor here, which would put from this direction, it's 1 or 2 or 7, right? Is like us saying where the 1 goes. Yeah, okay. Right, so this can be 1, 2, or 7. However, if we put 1 here, then this has to be 9. I think that actually works okay. Like if this was the 1, this would be 3, and this would be 7. If this was 1, this would be 9. If this was 1, this would be 2, and this would be 8. I think that's okay. 9 is a bit restricted, just period. What about 5s? This is kind of funny. Like, if you did put a 1 here, which I think we can, 2, 3, 4, 5, this digit is minimum 5. Right? Where do these ones go? Just not as restricted. This feels restricted-ish. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Unfortunately, 5 can like go anywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 does not appear to be immediately forbidden. bigger than this. This digit scales this way, so I think you can still have 7 with 9, 8, 7. You could have 3, 2, 1, presumably. It's easy for this to be 9. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Puts a 3 here and a 7 there. What are these called? Numbered rooms? Is that, I can't even remember the name of this rule set. I can't even remember the rule set name. That's how out of Sudoku practice I am. This is a funny arrangement. So who's under pressure? Like this row is pressure. Under pressure. Do we? Problem is 9's. Well, okay. Let me think a little bit about 9's. 9 is not less than anybody. And 9 is not less than anybody. And 9 is not less than anybody. And 9 is not less than anybody. But that still gives quite a few. No, 9 is not less than anybody. You could be 9. You could be 9 because you're greater. So these are our like potential 9s in column 4, I think. Which from this direction are 2, 5, 6, 8. 2, 5, 6, 8. But this can't be 8. So this one is ruled out. And it can't be 5 because then this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's also not 5. So it's 2 or 6 from this direction, which is 4 or 8 from this direction, right? And this can only be 8 if this is 9. And then this is 8 and this is 2. But that's perhaps okay. The 5's mirror here. Can we do better than that here? 6, 7, 8, or 2. We have a 9 here, or a 9 here. That becomes 2, 8, and there's no pressure there. But here, this is the 8, so this would have to be 9. So we'd have 9 here and 9 here. Okay. If we have an 8 here, this is 9, and this is 9. So we then have to have 9 in here. But that seems okay. I guess what I'm saying is that if this is 9, it's just 9, right? And then this is a 6 going up, and this is a 4. Or if this is not 9, and if it's not 9, then this is 9, and if this is 9, this is 8, and this is 9, and 9 is not less than anything, so 9 must go here. So I think we're saying that 9 is here. Oops. I think we're saying that 9 is here in box 5. Is that interesting for you? It does rule out a few things in terms of 9-ness, I think. So 9 is not here because it can't be less than anyone. 9's not here because 9's elsewhere in this box. 9 is not here despite its largeness because of the 5 problem. 9 is not here because it is not less than any person. We put 9 here, it's a problem. 9 is not here because it's not less for any person. So in this column, in this row, 9's look to be here. This can't be 9 because if we put a 9 Oh wait, there's more restrictions here. Right, rules are coming back to me. We can't put 9 here because it would be 9 away from here, right? Like if we put 9 here, it's telling us where 9 goes, but 9 would be in the 1th position. And from this perspective, 9 would be from the 9th position. So 9 is definitely not there. So that puts 9 from this direction in the 3, the 4, or the 8. And from this direction in the 2, the 6, and the 7. And I think that means that this can't be 7 because this can't be bigger than 7. So we have to remove 7 from the options for this 1, which also removed 3. This can go away. We removed 7 from here, which removes 3 from here, right? Wait, 7 couldn't have been there any... I'm sorry. That's where the 1 goes. It means that we're saying that... Right now we're saying this could be in these positions, right? 3, 8, 9, or 1, 2, 7. We're saying that this can't be 7 because this can't be bigger. And if this can't be 7, that's not 7, and this is not 3. And if that is true, the 1 is definitely in here somewhere, right? 1 is in here someplace. Which means this is minimum 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is not 5. The only way this could be 2 is if this is 1. And if this is 1, it is just 1. Okay. And then this digit is bigger than these other people. Now, here's a problem. If we put a 7 here, this can't be an 8 because 8 would be 8 digits away from 8, which is not allowed. Do we have more to think about with our 9s, though? I'm just not sure we do. If this is 8, then 9 is ruled out. My brain's not quite in the right mode for this puzzle. So, I'm also worried I made a mistake already. Like, it's a little hard. This is a pretty high digit. And these digits push towards highness. This certainly is very low. Why does 9 go in here? I guess it could go there. It definitely doesn't go here. It doesn't go here, or here, or here, or here. Did I do that right? 9 is not smaller. 9 is not smaller. Arrows can't point at 9s. But I guess that's our 9 arrangement. 7, 6, 5. This is no larger than 5, and it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no. Definitely feel like I'm missing the trick. Like 5 unfortunately has just a lot of places to be. It's not here. I don't really like the 5 and the 8's relationship is complicated. We're saying the 9 is there. For this to be 7, for this to be 2, this has to be 1. We've stated that this could be a 9. This digit, if this is 7, if we put a 7 here, this can't be 8. So this would have to be 9. So then this would be 9, and then this would be 9. That is what would happen if this was 7. I don't know that maybe I need to consider the ones even further. It just didn't seem like this column was hyper opinionated about ones. Those ones are definitely there. But I don't know that it tells me much about ones in this neighborhood. These ones just feel, I guess we know a little bit. We know they're not in the ends because if we put a 1 here, or maybe ones are the one place we could do that. Like if we put an 8 here, then that's bad because we're saying the digit 8 is 8 digits away. But I think a 1, it's actually allowed, right? Like to put a 1 here means 1 is a 1 digit in the 1th cell, and then this is a 9. But one thing we do know is there's no 1s in here. And we do know that 1 is not here, because it's not bigger than anything. So our 1s in column 3 are arranged thusly. And that means that this is 1 or 2, which would put a 2 there and a 1 there. There'd be a 2 here, and there would be an 8 here. So this can be 1, 2, 7, 8, 9 at a glance. And this can be 1, 2, 3, 8, 9 at a glance. But 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, this can be neither 8 nor 9, right? Because if this is 9, that's a problem. If this is 8, still a problem. So you can't be 8 or 9, which means you cannot be 1 or 2, which means these digits, which means 1 is down here. I mean, I feel like I'm starting to see the shape of this relationship, but I'm still doing a bad job with it. Like just in terms of what is forced, like to try to put 1s up here is prevented by the friendship down here. But what does that mean in terms of oneness, like here, for example? Because we've said there's no 1s here. And I think I stand by that. 1's not bigger than anybody. 1's not bigger than anybody. 1's not bigger than anybody. But we still have 1 options. You know? I guess that makes things a little bit hard on your life if you're a 2. Because 2s can only be bigger than 1s. So we talked about 1s and we think they're down here. We talked about 9s and we think they live in this neighborhood. Which we think is okay. 8s we have not deeply discussed. Should we deeply discuss the 8s? They just don't feel very discussable. And these 5s also do not feel tremendously discussable. Guess we'll just briefly think about where 5s can be. 5 can't be here because that would mean that both of these digits had 5s in them. 5 can't be here because we would be saying the digit 5 is 5 away, but we would have just put it where we think it should be. If we put 5 here, I think it's fine because we could have 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't see a reason 5 can't be there. 5, I think also, yeah, I just am not getting it. 5s. It would mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, putting a 6 here. And it would mean putting a 1, 2, 3, 4 here. But that doesn't seem to be outrageous. I mean, it is kind of interesting where, like, this digit is sort of interesting just in terms of, like, all the 5s staring at it, gazing at it. I don't know what that means. It would mean this was a 3. And it would mean this was a... Well, actually, that can't be 5, can it? Is it worth thinking about? No. Well, wait. If I try to put a 5 here, this is a 3, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I think that actually is fine. Because I could have 7 here if this is a 2. So I was incorrect. I mean, this is almost like thermometer logic at this point, right? Where this is 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So this can't be an 8. Because if I put an 8 here, this is a 9 and this is broken. So that's not 8. And if that's not 8, this can't be a 7. This can't be a 6. And this can't be a 5, which is a little bit interesting. Feels restricted, but I'm not understanding the restriction, I guess. Putting the 2 here puts the 1 here, and that seems fine. Does mean there's no 9 here. So what? Means one of these definitely has a 9, of course, but couldn't you be 9? You couldn't be. You can't be more than 7. This is a little funny, because you're also bigger than this. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9, but it's not 9, because we said it's not. So that is 6, 7, 8. Where's 1 and 2? This is minimum 2, which makes this minimum 3. What is this? It just has so many options. One, two, three, four, five. Minimum 5, right? If this were 5, it would literally have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is the only way to make this 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then this would be a 3. So that can't be 5. And this is 5, 6, 7, 8. But for that to be 5, I think this actually is okay, because that would make this 6 and this 4, and then this could be like 1, 2, 3 or something. So you're 5, 6, 7, 8, you're 4, 5, 6, 7, you're 3, 4, 5, 6, and you are... No, I've got a problem. That's not true. Because you could be 4. You're 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that I was very wrong about that situation. Now, it is a little hard. I mean, there's pressure from this side too. Like this being 5 means this is the 3. So you can't have a 3 in here. You can have 1, 2, 4. This being 5 means that is 4, and this is 6. The 5 can't be too near. Okay, maybe we just need to think more seriously about 5 here. Just if we put 5, we can't put 5 in their like corresponding places, because if I put a 5 here, then 5 is supposed to be there and it's not. So, right, if I try to put a 5 here, then 5 is supposed to be 5 digits away, and that's bad. And the inverse of that is true as well. If I try to put 5 here, then both of these have to be 5. So I don't think you're ever 5. Right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that possible? Well, also, this is minimum 1, 2, 3, and it's actually not. This is actually minimum, if 1 is here, this is minimum 2, 3, 4. So 5 is at least 4 here, meaning that this is not 5 and this is not 5, right? Because if I put 5 or here, then this is 2 or 3, and that is not available to me. So that's getting slightly helpful. Let's make eyes yellow for a second. Just think about it. So you're not 5 ever. Oops. So that means really 5 can be 4, 6, 8. 4, 6, 8 is what we're saying 5 can be from this direction. And we're saying from this direction, 5 can be 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6 from this direction. 2, 4, 6. Now, is that okay with everybody? Like the 5s here and here have bearings on both of you. We've got 2 5s here that we have to contend with. Is it really okay for this to be 5? That makes this 8, which is, that's a pretty high digit. So that could be okay. If this is 4, this is explicitly 4, 3, 2. If this is the 5 and this is 6, it's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Then the 1 is definitely here. And that also means that if this is the 5, that this is 3. Oh, it feels like there's something meaningful there that I'm just failing to understand. Because that would be 3 there, and that would be 7 up here, which would kind of force this. This little loopy-doo. Oh, Blobz, I'm missing everything with all these puzzles lately. 8. You are no more than 7. Is that all we could do with it? There were no other meaningful distinctions? Well, wait. If this is 5, this is definitely 4, and this is definitely 6. So we've used the 4. This is maybe convoluted. If I put a 5 here, this is 4, and this is 6. So we've got to count down, but we don't have the 4. So that's 3, 2, 1. So that actually puts the 1 here. But who cares about that? That's 5, this is 1. If this is 5, it's 6, 7, and this is 8 or 9. So is that a problem? If this is 5, this is 6, right? And if that's true, this has to be 7, 8, 9. And that means this is 4. And this is 3, 2. 4, 3, 2, 1. Does that mean this can't be 5? If we try to make this 5, this is 4, right? This is 6. So this is 7, 8, 9. So if this is 5, this is 4. And the only way we can have 4 here, if it's 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, what's less than 5 then? I don't think 5 can be there. So this is not a 4, and this is not a 6, I'm going to say to you today. Does that help anyone? Oh, 5. If this is 5, then these are all the low digits. And we're left with 6, 7, 8, 9. Out here. That seems like not a big deal. This is 5. Then so what? Where does your 5 go? Nobody knows. Do we know anything about 5s? I'm gonna ungreenify these 9s for a minute. Maybe 5s are the thing we should actually be thinking about. 5's not in the middle, and 5's not at the heads or tails, right? That's a thing we feel somewhat comfortable saying. But this is still a lot of options. Well, no, it's not, because this is minimum 2, 3, 4. This is minimum 4. So this is not a 5, and this is not a 5. Right? Because of this party. So that means this 5 is 4, 6, 7, 8. 4, 6, 7, 8 describes the address of this 5, right? Is that what we said? 5 can't be here, can't be here, can't be here. 5 can't be low because this is minimum 4, 2, 3, 4. So 5 can appear here, or at the moment at least it can appear up here. From this perspective, 5 is 2, 3, 4, 6. 2, 3, 4, 6. Does that make anyone mad? If you're 6, that's 7, 8. This is a 7, 8, 9 triple. And then this has to be pretty low, despite being higher than 2 other digits. Oh dear. Oh, sorry. Let's get distracted thinking about all the things I have to do. Okay. So what are we doing? If you're 6, this is 8. So this has to be 7 or 9 in that situation. Which is a little bit interesting. Did we learn anything from this arrangement? I don't really think we did. You had to be at least 3 and no higher than 7. As far as where we place an 8. I don't know if that's really that meaningful. Well, let's think about it for just a minute, actually, for this one. So you're bigger than 2 and you're smaller than 8. So you're 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? That's just what lets us fit in here. But you're not 4 because there's no 8 there. So you're definitely not 4. And you're not 7 because then you'd have 8, 9. Right? If we tried to put an 8 here, that would be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But if we put an 8 here, we have like 9, 10. Not good. So you're not 7. And you're not... So 8 is either 3, or it's 5, or it's 6. But 8 is not here. Is that meaningful? We're saying 8 is either 3 or 5 or 6. We're saying that 8 is in there. I mean, it's interesting. Like, just looking at this, we have to place 1 and 2 and 8 and 9 outside of box 5. So it's like almost useful. But not quite. You know 1 is here. That's a true statement. A true and undisputed fact. So what did we do? We just got a 3, 5, 6 there, I guess. Did we decide anything about the nature of this 5? Because this 5, I feel like, has more options. We know that 5's not here, but 5 still has lots of places to be. But like, do we know anything about this 5? This doesn't seem like a 5 we know very much about. Similarly, this 5. I don't really want to, but I definitely am 7. Feeling like I might need to just start pencil marking more places, because I think I'm just like missing some of the imposed boundaries. If this was an 8, this would definitely be a 9. I think that we're emotionally prepared for that to be true. This being low is not that big of a deal. 7, 6. Well, okay. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. But we have argued that this can't be 5 for reasons no one remembers. So we are saying that this is a 1, 2, 3, or 4. We are saying this is a relatively low digit, right? We're also saying 9, 8, 7, 6. We're saying that this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but we're saying 5 is not allowed there, we've said, for some reason. So, okay, like 1's in here. Is that true? These digits are all bigger than somebody. These digits are bigger than somebody. This can't be a 1 because it's saying that the 5 is 1 in the 1th digit, which it isn't. So 1 is here, and that's not 1. And 1 is not in this box. In this box 9, 1 is not bigger than anybody, not bigger. This, we've said, is not 1. 1 is not bigger than anyone, and 1 is not bigger than anyone. And we said 1 is not here. So that seems to say 1 is there, and there. That's a thing that seems to indicate. In here, we're saying 1 does not exist here, or here. And 1 is not bigger than, 1 is not represented there. 1 is not bigger than anyone, and 1 is not bigger than anyone. So that places 1 here. In box 3, 1 is not bigger than anyone. So we're placing 1 here. This is placing 1 here with the 9, which, okay. This digit is bigger than 1, which is a revelation. A shocking revelation. Like this isn't a 3, for example, but so you're 1, 2, minimum 3, 9, 8, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but again, not 5. So you're just 3, 4, 6, 7. So obviously not 8. But I don't know that we've got quite enough. We didn't think 8 was there. We think 8 is in 3, 5, or 6. So we think there's not an 8 here. Nor here. And 8 can only be here if 9 was here. That's actually funny. I gotta think about that for a second. If this is 8, this is 9. If there's an 8 here, there's a 9 here. So there's a 5 here. So there's an 8 here. Is that the thing I'm missing? I was ignoring the 5 8s, but maybe that's actually the exciting consideration in terms of if this is a 7. Maybe that's not the way to think about this. Did we think about this one yet? I don't know that we really did. Is 5 forced to be in here, by the way? Or can you be a 5? I guess a third of this could still be 5. The 5-8 relationship is sort of interesting. If I put a 5 here, the 8's here, and this is 9. If I put 8, if I put 8 here, this can't be 8. What can this be? So you can be bigger than 4. So you're 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're not 5, because that would be hard for everyone. If we tried to put a 5 here, then we're saying that 5 is 5 digits away from itself. So you are 6, 7, 8, or 9. To put an 8 here, I can't. If I try to put 8 here, I'm saying that this is 9, which is not a reasonable. It's not a thing a reasonable person would say. But what else happens? Is there any similar conflict here in terms of let's just mark this. It's not 1 for various reasons. It's not 9. I guess it could be, actually. This isn't 2 because it would have to be bigger than 1. In fact, this is a minimum of 2. So this is a minimum of 3. So this is a minimum of 4. So this is a minimum of 5. Right? 2, 3, 4, 5. But this is not 5 for the reasons we discussed at length. So 5 needs to be 6, 7, 8, or 9. 5 needs to be here. But we actually can have a 5 here if this is the 2. If we put 8 here, we put 5 here, which puts, I'm sorry, that's not true. If we put 8 here, it puts 9 here. If we put 8 here, it puts 9 here, and 5 here. I don't know. It's in there somewhere, I guess, is what I'm saying. So, but that does mean that this is 6, 7, 8, 9. And that means this is 5, 6, 7, 8. But 5 is not 2. So 5 is not there. So this is 6, 7, or 8. 9, 8. No, that's not true. I'm sorry. This is, we said this could be minimum 2, 3, or 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Obviously not 9. Oops, not 9. It's not 8, because if we put 8 here, then this is 8. It's not 5, because 5 is not 2. So it is 4, 6, or 7. So this is 2, 3, up to 7. Right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But it's definitely not 5. Oh, it could be. Sorry. We've said 5 is allowed to be here. And this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess. I feel like I'm making mistakes everywhere, which is bad. In row 1, are we just forcing 1 here? We've said that 1 is not anywhere in there, nor in there, nor there, and 1's not bigger than anything. So that does seem to be the 1. Okay, that's very helpful. So that seems to force this 1, which we've been considering. And if this is 1, this is definitely the 9, right? So you're not 9. You're not 9. 1 is in the 9th digit going this way, 1 is in the 1th digit going this way. And that seems to be okay with everyone. Do we not talk about 9 in here yet? You're certainly not 9, and you're certainly not 9, and you're certainly not 9. We ruled 9 out of here for reasons no one could possibly remember. You're certainly not. None of you are 9. We said 9 could be 3. No, right. We had some reason of saying if 9 is here, it's just 9. But if 9 wasn't here, then it was pushed here or here for some reason. So I think what that means from this perspective is you are not 9, you are not 9. Well, let's think of it from this perspective, actually. 9, saying 9 is 3 or 4 or 8. Do I still believe that to be true? And the inverse being this is 2 or 6 or 7. It seems fine, I think. That does allow this to be 2. This one does. This digit is between 1 and 9, which is very helpful. 2, 3, 3. Oh, I was hoping that was going to open things up a little more. Oh, right. This 1 is the 3rd digit. You're not 3, by the way. And this 1 is the 7th digit, which is exciting. So you are not 7. What does that mean for 3? Okay, so have we actually, like, you're not 7, by the way. So, that's exciting. Exciting. We haven't worked out any others, though. This just is allowed to be very big. This could still be a 2. This is a minimum 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the 3, unfortunately the 3 just has some options, huh? The 8 situation getting a little more precarious. 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6. This isn't 3. Right. So by removing 3 from here when we place this, that means 5 isn't there. So 5 is, you're not green anymore. And that means that 5 isn't 7, but we've ruled that out from the opposite side. So, but does that really change much? Because this could still be 4, 6. So 5 could be in there. So 5 is, well, 5 is not represented anywhere near. Because that, taking 3 out of here, removed 5 from here, which removes 6 from here. So this is 8, meaning the 5 is here. So this is 2. Is that a believable statement? You're not an 8. You're not an 8. That means you're not a 7 because nothing's bigger than you. You're not a 2. Okay, so that takes care of that fellow, which is exciting. Does that do something to 5s in here? It means 5's not here, nor here, nor here. Oops, for some reason. Seems to place 5's here. 5 can't be 3. Can't put a 3 here, so that's not 5. So it seems we place our 5 here. This 5 is 6, 7, or 8. So we do get 5s up here. Did we like tangentially place a 5? Does that help us? I don't know. 6 to 8. 5 is not here. 5 seems to not be here. So 5 seems to be here, which means 5 seems to be here. That 5 is 8, so it's not 1, we know all about. So, right. 9 is not 3 anymore because of this. And if that's true, then 9 is not 7 anymore over here. 5 we're saying is 6, 7, 8. 9 we're saying is either 4 or 8. This 9 we're saying is either 2 or 6. This 9 we're saying is either 4 or 8. 8 we have 3, 5, 6, or 6, 7, 9. I mean, sure, some of that positive something there is restricted, and I'm just missing it. We haven't talked about this digit yet, I guess. So it's obviously minimum 1, 2, 3. So it's definitely not 1 and 2 for various reasons. It's definitely not 8 because 8 is right there. It's sheesh. No, it's not very useful, is it? Seems like it could be a 9. Seems like it could be a 7. Seems like it could be a 4, 5, or 6. Seems like it could be a 3. So that 8 feels useless, perhaps. The 5 situation is kind of funny. Where's our 9 in shoot? It could be 9. 7, maximum of 6. Our 9 here is pretty restricted, but seemingly could be in one of those 2 spots. For the 9. Wait, 3, 4, 6, that's right. Can't have a 6 here because. So that's just 3 or 4. Just the 9 lurking around like a weirdo. 8 is almost helpful. This 9, like a 9 in row 1 is a bit restricted, but 9 just has so little to hold it back, you know? I can't put a 6 here. If I put a 6 here, what's this? This is a 2. 2's in here. So 9 is in the 2th digit. And that means 9 is in the 8th digit here. And that means 5 is in the 9th digit. And that means 8 is in the 5th digit. And that means you are not 8. Nor are you 5. That means you are 4. You are not 4. You are not 4. You are not 5. You are not 8. If you are not 8, you are not 7. You're not 7, you're not 6. So you're 4. That means you have to be 3, 2. That means you are not 4. You are not 4. You are not 5. You are not 9. So 9 is in one of these 2 places, which we know it's in the 4th digit there. 9 from this direction is in the 6th place, which are not 3, 4, 5, or 6 anymore. You are an 8. You are a 7, which seems fine. I'm sure I'm is missing. We need 5 and 6 and what? These are just part of 5, 6, 7 triple, with that not being a 6 and that not being a 5. The 6, 7 is okay there though. The 2 is down here, not here. Which means a 2 is here, but we can't put a 2 here because this would have to be a 1. So this is the 2. That seems to just leave us with 3 and nothing else. Seems to leave us with a 3 here and a 6, 7, 8 triple that puts the 8 there. And I'm sure there's things I need to fill in now that I haven't done. 8 is the 5th digit, 5 is the 9th digit, that's right. 5 is the 8th digit in this direction. 8 is the 9th digit in that direction. Here 4. 6, 7, not 6. 5 gets placed here with a 6 or 7. That has to be a 7. We need 2, 3, 4 as a triple. That must go in this order. You're not 4, but you couldn't be 4 anyway. You're 5 after all. That place something. Seems to place this 5, which does make that the 2. You're not the 2, so you are. This is a 1, 6 pair, and you are lacking the 6 and 7 as well as the 4. So you are part of 4, 6, 7. That's not 7, and 7 can't go here. You're just 4, by the way. So that's 7, that's 3, that's 6. You're not 7. This 8 needs to be here. You're part of a 6, 9 pair, where you're the 6 and you're the 9. That makes sense for everybody in here, I think. I've probably have labels for things now that I'm not. Yeah, 5 is in the 8th digit. This is a 3, 6, 9 triple. 6 and 9 are here, so this is only 3. This is a 6, 9 pair. 9 and 6. That means this is not the 5. That means this is only 1 or 2, so it's 1. 3, 4, 5, 6. Not 5. No, it's 3, 4, 6, 7. 3, 4, 6, 7, and only 4 is available here. So you're the 3, you're the 6, you're the 7. And this is 1 with the 4. And this is 2, 9. 2, 9. You're the other half of a 1, 6 pair, which seems unspoken for. I feel like did we get all our numbers? Very close if we haven't. We need 5, 6 in here. This is the 6, this is the 5, so this is the 1, the 6, the 1. This must be 7, 8, or 9. This must be 8 or 9. This must be 8 or 9. It's the 8, that's the 9. This is, we need 2 and we need 8. 2 is here, 8 is here. We need 4 and we need 7. 4, 7 pair there. Here we need also 4 and no. 4, 6. 3 is here and the 8 is here. Oh, sorry, not an 8. What is it? 7. 7's here. Okay. Oh, Blobz, that was so good. I know I stumbled through a big part. I'm sure there was just once as you saw, I feel like once I started seeing some of those restrictions, it was actually quite smooth. I'm sure there was like an easy thing to spot that like kicked all that off for sure, and I just wasn't getting it. But the interplay of those is so interesting, and like the restrictions of things. I mean, I don't know honestly if I could have just seen that. I think no matter what, I would have had pencil mark it to some extent. But that was great. That might be my favorite one so far, possibly my favorite. Okay, I'll have more soon. Okay, bye.